I remember when he said, by the way, Jesus isn't what people make him out to be in the media. He was no hippie. And this, 1 year after this, I was not a Christian, but it would just hit me. Once a week, I would hear that. And it resonated with me for years. And now my whole movement is, we're not hippies. I didn't really know what all of it meant back then. And no one told me to get this. I just got it. It's actually a picture of my eye. But now it means nothing because I'm with Christ, and all tattoos are blood magic rituals. Through pain, you mark the temple of God through a blood ritual. So that's why, like, no one told me to get the Rosicrucian roses either, or the angel wing. They're like, oh, a fallen angel. No, it's just an angel wing. And I really didn't know what I was doing back then. No, I didn't. It's not like I was reading symbols and stuff. They just came to me when I was at the tattoo shop. It was now I realize, holy shit, this stuff means everything to me because it's everything I don't want. And to me, that's so crazy how the tattoos are literally, they meant nothing for years. And then when I started this crusade, I started looking at myself and going, that's how far gone I was. And I didn't even notice. It's not like I was praying to a god or demon or whatever. But, like those white cringe guys who go learn Buddhist practices and meditation. It was like that. But I didn't want to do no Asian shit. I want to do the Rosicrucian European shit. And, but yeah, I do. Why I get so rattled when people ask this, because this is the first time I answered this. Because people say, like, subconsciously I'm being evil, and I believe in that. But, I jay the hardest out of anyone on the internet to prove I'm not with demons. And I say Christ is king every day, and I convert people. So my sinning, don't even focus on that. I convert them. But damn, I do cope with my past, like I'm not Andrew Tate who goes, oh, everything I did in my past led me up to here and blah, blah. No, I would take a lot of that shit back. A lot of it.
Well, now maybe the tattoos serve as a constant reminder of what you want to stay away from. So you could look at it like that.
Yeah, and I have this ego thing where 4 weeks ago I was getting the cross over it, and then I realized, damn, that looks like I'm hiding. Like Andrew Tate had the MK Ultra butterfly tattoo, and serpent, and he covered it up. And I'm like, I got nothing to hide. I'm with Christ. Every fucking mistake, I'll just own up to.
Right. Well, I mean, Christ isn't going to not accept you because you have tattoos on your body. I mean, we are sinners. So, okay. So here's another super chat. Why did Zerka let Bradley tell him to shut the F up? Imagine Tate, Zerka would crumble.
Imagine Tate's there. No, I've heard stories with Tate that Tate's just like me, where he'll be polite if he's in someone else's home. So I like that about him. But yeah, I mean, remember, I've done a million podcasts where people freak out on me. And my brother, my family, anyone who sees it, they're like, dude, you are like making them look beta and steamrolling them in their own houses. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're on their podcast. They're doing you a favor. You fucking biting the hand that feeds you. So I'm thinking to myself, anytime someone spazzes on me, my instinct isn't actually how people think I want to fight them and shit. My instinct is, I'm Zerka. I'm very rude. My instinct is, damn, I'm really fucking not letting this guy talk. And I was at that part, I was platforming some really, like, it could kill you. Because we were going over PEDs and drug use, and I went into too much detail where I'm glad they cut out some of that, because I don't want kids seeing what I was saying. I forgot that some kids will actually do what I did, and then because I overdosed and shit, I almost killed myself twice. So, and Bradley's trying to stop me from talking about it, but he doesn't want to look like he's censoring me. He doesn't want to give me a lecture to slow me down and say, to put me off so I stop flowing. And, so he kept giving me the signal, and I had a team member there giving me the signal. Everyone's giving me the signal to stop. But I, once a month, I'll do this thing where I go, I know better than you guys. Usually I listen. And then I realized right after that, I was like, oh shit, if he platformed that, I would have some blood on my hands. What if someone copied the drugs I took? Because those drugs are not, you don't take them for 10 weeks and die. Everyone who takes those compounds together died within 24 hours. Mine was like a week or something. And I just kept fucking talking over him, and I was yelling in his face, "You're gonna get humiliated, Bradley. You're gonna get no, own that, own that. You want to ask that question?" And it wasn't even that serious. It's like some flat earth question, right? And then I realized I'm being a bully and shit. But even if it was in my home where I would get angry if that happened, I'm not really the type of guy that those guys who try and look alpha world. I don't try and look alpha for the world. I can say with the hand on Jesus' name, I'm not afraid of Brad. I will never alpha someone in their own home, right? And that's why I feel bad that I even rambled that hard, because you're supposed to let the host get it one sentence in. But yeah, a lot of Zoomer cringe fucks really want me to. Anytime someone challenges me, they want me to jump in their face. And I'm like, dude, I've been podcasting for years. This stuff happens all the time. What you guys want is so biting the hand that feeds you. Bradley. Would I have platformed Zerka if I was Bradley? Fuck no. I wouldn't trust that guy. That guy's fucking crazy. So the fact that he's doing me that favor, I'm like, oh, he's a better man. But yeah, that guy who asked that question, your mom's a filthy whore.
Yeah. Okay, guys, quick reminder, like this YouTube video. Like this YouTube video. Okay, here's a good question. I'm curious. Actually, I think I've seen you talk about this. What did you think about the vasectomy Rolo said? I think I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, it was gay.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I mean, I just thought it was very strange. This is like, okay, we can talk about kind of the problems with the manosphere. I actually do like a lot of the manosphere content.
As Isabella, I hate the manosphere and I hate red pill. Right?
Okay. Why?
Because if you, I've been saying this for a year and a half, and I was even getting attacked by my own community saying this on my streams back then. They fight for our traditional values that come from scripture without believing scripture. So they're actually bad people. They'll look you in the eye and they go, I don't like gay people. I don't think they should be teaching my kids. And I go, why? And they go, I go, it's because the Bible? They go, no, not because the Bible. I just don't like them. I go, you're a horrible human being. That's disgusting. You don't have a fucking reason? You're fucking evil. You're making us look horrible. You have nothing. You don't have God's word. You have nothing. And they fight for traditional values tooth and nail without realizing what the fuck they're fighting for. What are you trying to conserve, bro? It's the Bible. Come to us. We're not coming to you. And they're so ugly. Red pill. Have you clicked on their profile pictures? Christians, even Muslims, they have good looking profile pictures on Twitter. But red pill Christians and Muslims and those lukewarm types, these are like 5'1" incels who can't get women. That's what red pill is. And Sneeko tried to make the argument that Tate brothers help millions of people become masculine. Isabella, do you really believe those go top G, those guys that we saw on camera in fucking Greece? Do you really believe their lives changed after Andrew Tate? No, they just got hyped that, oh, it's like a Trump guy. Tate's like a Trump guy. But I don't think there's one dude who came out and said, I have a Ferrari because of Andrew Tate. I don't think one dude came out and, you know what I mean? Now I can
no tangible differences in their lives.
Zerka can easily say everything I own is because of Trump. Easily. Because I was with the Clintons to 2015, right?
No way.
Yeah, way. Because I was, as a refugee, I was brought here, so I felt like I owe those demons. But then when I started losing all my jobs for the same reason Trump did, I started seeing myself in this angry dude and how he has like 3 hoe wives. And I'd be with hoes. I'd be like, what kind of fucking, I'm not based. I started seeing a lot of myself in Trump. But yeah, when Trump taught me to, double down and never, ever give the left anything. Like if the left says, Zerka, you stepped in a puddle, I go, nope, never happened. And I learned that from Trump because he would not give them anything. Even if it was the truth, he didn't trust them with it. So I can say plenty of people have made their careers following Trump. But Andrew Tate, nobody's life changed from Andrew Tate. I'm sorry, but great entertainer.
Yeah, I definitely have watched him for the entertainment value. Back to the vasectomy thing. So I tweeted out about a while ago when the whole Rolo thing was going on that a vasectomy is a transgender surgery. Like you're neutering yourself as a man, and that is just gay. It is just gay. And something that I don't understand about the manosphere people, and this is something I said when I was on Fresh and Fit. I understand that men obviously want to spread their seed. Like they're biologically driven to like spread their seed, right? They want more women, whereas women want to stick to one. I mean, although I have seen clips of you saying like now women are closing the gap on being whores.
Well, say that again.
I've heard you say though on Fresh and Fit that women are now closing the gap on being whores. Like they are becoming worse than men, which is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's weird because I wouldn't, for the first 3-4 weeks, I learned that I wouldn't platform it because I was begging God to let me find something on Google that fights that statistic. I thought Destiny would help me. Hey, Destiny, I need the blue pill take. I was coping so hard because I'm like, I think I'm going to kill myself. If this one's real, I'm done. That's the end time. And then, it was real. Like there's nothing that fights it. Women have closed the gap on cheating. And they don't even have, we're 20 times hornier than women. We are 20 times hornier than women. How the fuck did they do that? That's like beating up a big Jack Black guy as a toddler. Like you don't have that much testosterone. So when I saw that, I'm like, whoa, this has to be end times. Actually,
Yeah.
Why did you bring this up? This one actually makes me like stop talking. I get really depressed here.
Well, do you think that part of it is okay? So I do believe, I mean, I think everyone deep down knows that men are the superior gender. I'm not blaming men for women cheating, but like my husband, there's no way I could ever cheat with like, I mean, I guess there's some sort of way, like you have to keep your guard up. But I mean, I stay at home. I'm not on social media. I'm with him all day, every day. I literally don't leave my house.
He does
And
all on social media.
yeah, sometimes he has me write tweets, but like for the past like month, he's been like, I don't want you on social media. Women should not be on social media. Just focus on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
So that's kind of what I've been doing. So like he'll have me tweet some things, but he has like all my logins.
Which is because like as much as I want women to get the fuck out of our way, there are some types like you that are effective. So when you leave the arena, I'm never gonna platform it like, oh, we lost a good soldier. But deep down, I go, fuck, bro, you know how effective she is for Fresh and Fit and the views and humiliating those other girls by setting an example. But again, when we look at the quantity, there's so few of you that really fighting for you guys to be, in this game is useless.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely allowed to go on Fresh and Fit again. We actually are planning a Miami trip before the baby comes. So I'll be back in Miami. Definitely going to go on Fresh and Fit again.
Yeah,
but
that one. I know someone if their clips have high replay value. I think I watched yours like 4 times in a week. The clip.
Really?
Yeah, they're great.
Oh, thank you. That was fun. I kind of wish that there was more like rowdy girls that were on with me. Like I was ready.
Because I'd be like, she's not as extreme as me. That'll bore me. I need stimulation. But the fact that you are getting that visceral response from the women because you're a woman, I'm not a woman.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like you were doing different kinds of psychological damage. It looked like you had. It's like I was a puncher and you were a wrestler, and it looked like you took them down in a different way, and they looked traumatized when you were talking. So I was like, I was doing Molly MDMA watching it.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I was watching it back and I was just like seeing the 2 girls that were sitting on both sides of me's faces the entire time. Like,
but you didn't make them cry.
I know. I was just going to say, you made them cry.
Heart.
Yeah, see, that's the thing though. Like as a woman, having a man say something to you is going to make you cry more than I think a girl.
Yeah. You know what you said earlier? Men are superior to women.
Mm-hmm.
Women, trad women, if they exist, what they have to focus on is this is what it is. Your man is your weapon. Like I don't want to say that she puppeteers him, but if the guy is bringing all the bread, lifestyle, kids, best life to her, the women should start seeing their men as swords instead of trying to be the sword. They're trying to be the man. No. If you want to actually, you'll be a lot happier when you see your man as a Charizard, right? When you're like going for instead of a fucking liberal Pikachu. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, I love how masculine my husband is, and he just makes all the decisions. And women are so indecisive. Even like I will second guess every stupid decision I make, whether it's like what should I eat? It's like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'll have that. It's so stupid, and he just makes the decisions. It makes it so much better. Even if I disagree with it, it's like, no, you vowed to submit to me, so you're gonna trust my decisions. And I've honestly never been happier and more fulfilled in life. So on the marriage thing, Zerka, I know you say you're not ready to get married because of
Wait,
the lifestyle. Yeah.
on that eating thing, I've never said this before, but I've wanted to. I keep forgetting. I still remember when I would, I think it was a year ago, I said to my girlfriend, I'm not going on any more trips with you unless I pick what you eat.
I
Not
think I
what
saw a
you
clip of you saying
eat.
that.
I don't know if I've said this in detail, but when I picked what she ate, I remember everything that made her stomach hurt that would ruin my fucking vacation because she started fucking bitching about her stomach. So I would plan the meals so she never had fucking, you know what I mean? In my head, I'm like, there's no way this bitch is gonna complain today. But if she ate her own food and she forgot and she had, oh, I don't want to go to the beach right now, and I'm fucking clingy, so I'm not going to the beach alone. I'm not going to
Of
flirt with.
course.
I'll sit there in the fucking hotel waiting for the stomach ache to end. And what's funny is they're like 4-hour aches. So I want to hear. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Men should actually design meal plans for their bitches.
No, it's true. It's true. My husband is doing this with me right now. He's like, because I haven't eaten meat since I was like 8, and he forces me to eat meat.
Oh,
And just the other, yeah, it's just gross to me. I did it for animals before, but long story, whatever. I just find it disgusting. And so he told me the other day, he's like, you've had meat a couple of times, but like you need to be like, I don't want you just to eat meat sometimes. You're going to love meat because it's good for you. And deep down, I'm like, ugh, like that's scary to me. But he's like, it's food, get over it. And you're growing my baby inside of you. So I want you to be healthy for our baby.
yeah. Yeah.
So he's like, come up with a meal plan for this week. You're going to go shopping and you're making all these meat dinners for us. So that's what I'm doing this week. But yeah, I saw you say in a clip, like you need to have, when you take a girl out to dinner or something, you need to tell her what she's going to eat. And if she bitches, like just say no, because she needs to learn
Yeah.
to be submissive.
Yeah. Because what you should always remember is, let's say you're a high value male, she's getting a house, car, protection, emotional support all your time. She's getting like a shit ton of things, but she's not bringing that much. It's not like she's making your Fortune 500 company better or any of that. In fact, she's actually weakening it because you got to stay with your wife. And I don't think your company should come before your wife if it's a real wife. I really don't. But because I mean, if you're at the top, like how much higher are you gonna climb, bro? Focus on your kids and shit. But yeah, I mean, when you focus on how much you're giving her, if she's not acting like an employee, but you're giving her all this, like that's the worst trade deal on earth. And billionaires like Trump don't get their way with Melania or his other 3 wives. Your billionaire can't figure it out. These women are fucking evil, bro. $1 billion and she's still like, don't touch my hand. Remember she moved Trump's hand away?
I actually don't remember that, but that's crazy.
He went to grab her hand, and then the fucking paparazzi was there, and she just like swatted away because she was bitchy. I'm like, yo, you could be bitchy with a billionaire.
What a
So
bitch. Right. What a bad trade deal.
I mean, you got to remember in paradise, the Garden of Eden, where you have everything in paradise, Eve still wanted more. That's
Mm-hmm.
fucking traumatizing, bro.
It is. That's a black pill.
That's why she better listen to you because she don't know what she wants. You know, she wants the serpent's apple.
So, Zerka, what are your requirements for a wife?
I gave up on that shit. I don't get it. I gave up a long time ago. I just want my guys to get married, but
No, you need a godly marriage, Zerka. You can do it.
even if she was the perfect woman, I don't think I want to ever like every relationship is like there'll be a lot of tears and stuff for no reason. But imagine now that I'm at war, you know how annoying it is. Let's say you fight a Muslim dude you see downtown. The last thing you want to hear is you got beat up, you got a black eye. I fucking kill myself if I come home. Finally, I get the rest from all the noise. And then she goes, dude, this war is not worth it and stuff. I just want to be around people who go further, go further, go. You know, they keep pushing me until I get killed. I want to be a.
Mhm. Come on, Zerka, you got to repopulate the earth with your babies, though. You got to make more soldiers.
No. I'm for war. I don't want to do that.
Wow, that's sad. That's sad.
I'll adopt.
You'll adopt. Ew. I mean, I guess that's okay, but
Anyone on the right attacks me for this, but I want to adopt. I mean, dude, Jesus stayed with prostitutes and lepers and shit. He didn't give a fuck. I want to be like that. Plus, if I adopt, I can really trip them. Be like, dude, you would have been fucking on the street, in mud without me. You better become a soldier and fight my crusade for me. You know, I get more gaslighting energy.
So Zerka wants to adopt so he can gaslight and guilt trip his kids. Perfect. That's a tweet. You should tweet about that. Okay, Zerka, here's another super chat. Explain your relationship with more plates, more dates. A podcast between you two would go crazy. Surprised how educated you are in pharmacology.
Yeah, so he's like the biggest channel that talks about PEDs and all sorts of, or hair loss and everything. He's actually the greatest red pill men's health channel or men's health channel on the internet by far. I mean, he's so great that I don't talk about him because I don't think any of the people I collab with are even close. But he's not political or any of that. But yeah, he worked at my nightclubs. We never spoke to each other. He became a big YouTuber. I did this stuff, and then one day, I think I reached out on a post or something as a joke, and then he said, "You're from Vancouver?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And he said, "Yo, I was a bouncer too." And so we started talking, and he has like 2,000. Now it's like $5,000 consultations for an hour. He's like the biggest thing ever on Joe Rogan, and he just gave me probably like 3-4 hours of his time free to recover my hair because I was dying. I was like fucking organs and hair and falling out and a lot of drugs at that time. And he said, you know, you get your shit together. You know, you've got a bit of internet clout. I think I had like 50,000 followers back then. And then, yeah, he pretty much saved like 35%, 40% of my hair density, which I didn't even know you could do that. I thought it was just gone. But he got me healthy, and I owe him so much. Like, I haven't done shit for him. But yeah, I'm going to try and do a podcast with him when I'm back home.
Cut out for a second. So you owe him so much. That's the last thing I heard. And you haven't done shit for him, you said.
Yeah, I feel like I owe him a podcast when I'm a big star. But I just spoke to him a couple hours ago. He's like, "You're on your way." Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you are on your way. My husband and I were talking about that. We were just saying how you get like tons of views. We feel like you deserve to be blown up more than you even are. Like your clips go viral, but you deserve more clout.
I swear to God, everyone who's ever said, "Dude, you got like 450,000 views in a week. How does that make you feel?" That's like you beat everyone. I swear to God, if it was 20 million views, I deserve more. I literally don't give a fuck. That's how unique I feel.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like everyone is so boring to watch. Like everyone is just so like boring. I think you're interesting. I think Fresh and Fit's interesting. Sneako's good. Fuentes is entertaining, but like everyone, I don't know if you watch any conservatives, but they're also boring too.
Nobody, and not even Nick anymore now that I'm so busy this year. I haven't watched, but Nick's the only one who beats me. I don't think anyone else beats me because you know how stubborn I am to have that little kid change my worldview. You know how hard that is? And I remember when it happened because I'd watch him for entertainment. Ha ha ha, it's funny. But I remember when he said, "By the way, Jesus isn't what people make him out to be in the media. He was no hippie." And this, 1 year after this, I was not a Christian, but it would just hit me. Once a week, I would hear that. And it resonated with me for years. And now my whole movement is, we're not fucking hippies. So that kid,
I love that.
That kid did that at 20 years old. You know how hard that I always think I got it figured out, but that's the first time I put someone above me. I said, okay, he's above.
Okay, so someone asked, Jewstein asked, Zerka, how do you think?
Don't do that on YouTube.
That's their name.
Oh, okay.
That's Jewstein's their screen name on YouTube. Zerka, how do you think? How do you think the Fuentes versus Tate thing will play out?
Well, if Nick is in this position where he wants to make allies, like he's been months ago with the Tates, being very charitable to them, I'm not going to make a public comment about it because I'll be very angry. I really don't think they will ever be allies with us at this point, especially with the prison and the pressure. But if Nick turns into Nick the Knife and asks them the hard questions, there's only one question really, I will be euphoric, ecstatic, because I don't want them to go back and forth arguing. I just want the question that'll make those two choke, cope, and cry. And everyone knows what the question is.
Right. Can we even discuss the question on YouTube? I haven't been following it as much, but
my team doesn't allow me to do it, or even on your platform, because then other YouTubers get very afraid to have me on. So when they see me being cautious, they go, okay, I'll have Zerka on. But I want to be like that guy who's like poison, because I don't believe that's strategic at all.
Yeah, that's something I've kind of struggled with, and my husband's definitely helped me scale back because I just have very dark. Actually, the thing that made me like you the most when I first talked to you was seeing that you got in trouble for making a cancer joke. That's not like I'm someone that makes dark humor jokes all the time. When people say Fuentes is awful, I'm like, oh my gosh, I say like way worse stuff all the time. I just like to joke around.
You had a cancer joke you told me, and it was so funny. What did you say?
Well, it was in reference to Dixie D'Amelio, who shaved her head, and I was just like saying, like, no man wants you if you look like a cancer patient because he wants to pull your hair, and everyone's freaked. It was the funniest thing. It was posted on Twitter, and like all the replies are like, "My grandmother died of stage 4 cancer," like with a picture. It was like my husband said this, and it's so true. It was like a funeral, a graveyard of all of these dead cancer patients. It was just like,
stop it! You're on YouTube. Stop it!
Can I not say that on YouTube? It's a joke.
I really don't know what. Just be careful. Wait, so how many photos did you get?
Oh my gosh, there were so many replies. I'll have to go back and find it. It's just endless. And I'm like, these people are just so stupid. I'm not talking about your grandmother who died of stage 4 breast cancer. Yeah. I'm just making a point that Dixie D'Amelio looks disgusting with her shaved head. And we all know it.
Chad, have you noticed when she says it, it's more cutthroat than when if I said, oh, he wants to pull her hair, it's like a toxic masculine guy saying it. When you say it, it's way more evil.